right.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to this video. We're just putting together a nice little playlist for everyone who might be interested in coming to check out the Flow and Flourish retreat. This is a little meet the facilitator video.
Mhm.
And we don't have just a facilitator with us today. We have Vanessa, who is the brainchild and the heart behind this entire retreat. And so, welcome, Vanessa. I'm glad that we get to sit down and chat about this. Um, I
Thank you,
think we're just
Kristen.
going to
That's
dive right into
exciting.
it.
Yes, it's exciting to be here with you today.
Yeah. So, for anybody who doesn't know about the retreat, maybe just tell us first what the retreat is all about. When did it first spark your interest to create this retreat?
I have a passion for bringing people together. I love seeing connections. I like helping connections be made. I love community. I love events. And it was probably, I can't remember the exact moment that the retreat was born in my head, but I'm going to say it was probably while washing my hair in the shower, because I'm going to say most of my best events have happened while I'm like washing my hair in the shower, which is
Love that.
random, but there's got to be some science there. But my vision for this was affordable. Like, I really want to highlight that. I wanted to make an affordable, accessible weekend for women to get away from the noise, to get away from their responsibilities, from the decision fatigue that happens to most of us. I mean, you have a whole weekend of not having to choose what's for supper. Like, you have a whole weekend of not worrying about washing dishes. And so it's this opportunity to return to ourselves in a way that is, well, for me, I find play. I like playfulness. I like movement. I like nature. And so this retreat was built a little bit around that. The facility I found is on 142 acres of nature. We have some beautiful videos of it. And it's you don't hear the noise of the traffic or the towns or the cities. It's just a little bit outside of a small town. Yes, there is indoor plumbing. It is not luxury, but it is not rustic. It's somewhere in between. And the space allows us to take our movement outside, to take our free time outside if you want it, or to sit on a balcony and drink your coffee or whatever you want. I think I'm getting off topic, but this weekend was born from a desire of bringing people together and to help those of us who maybe would not take the time to slow down, to play, and to just be if we
Mhm.
didn't have this this time set aside for it.
hmm And I know one of the kind of key drivers with this retreat was there's something about letting go of responsibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, women, especially in these days, there's so much overwhelm, so much to be taken care of, so much responsibility that gets placed on our shoulders. And
Mm-hmm.
in our day-to-day life, maybe we can find these little pockets of time, but having an entire weekend, I think, is a beautiful gift for people to give back to themselves. So, what is it that you feel is going to really help people lighten up their load a little bit after this weekend has finished for them?
Well, we do have some opportunities for movement, which I mean, I'm a firm believer in we can move a lot of things through our body simply by moving our body.
Mm-hmm.
We will have our lovely personal development workshops, which you're a facilitator of one of them. And honestly, I think it'll be just that time to let our nervous systems wind down a little bit, and not always be in this heightened state of what's next, what's next, what's next. And my hope is that after the weekend, as we head back into our lives, we're able to take some of what we've learned through our workshops. Hopefully we've released some things through our movement. And with having that time to breathe, our baseline has become a little bit, I'm just going to say lower, just in, so we're not like up here, which is sometimes our baseline, but now
Mm-hmm.
our regulated nervous systems, or just a little bit more regulated, can be down here.
Mm-hmm. Well, and what I love about the venue that you chose, like you mentioned, it's in nature. And so even if we're not doing it intentionally, but we are going to be doing this intentionally, I think, over the weekend, but even if you're not, just getting your feet on the ground, being surrounded by the trees, being somewhere where there isn't this constant bombardment um, of stimulation around us, just being in nature can help reset that nervous system too, which I think is just going to be beautiful.
Well, I think one of my favorite parts of when we went and visited, I mean, I know we went during the day to get our videos, but I don't remember seeing a whole bunch of like street lamps anywhere. So I
Mm-mm.
even think like just the beauty of maybe going outside. I mean, it's September, so it'll be dark earlier than it is now. So like,
Mm-hmm.
9ish or what have you. Even just that ability to sit outside a little bit in the complete darkness,
Yeah.
um, I think will be really soothing. I miss dark skies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous. So tell us a little bit more about, like, we've talked a little bit about how the retreat, like what passions kind of brought the retreat together for you. What was it specifically about this retreat that you wanted it to be different than other typical? Because it's not a yoga retreat, it's a
No.
wellness retreat,
Yeah.
right? We often hear about people going away for yoga retreats. So, what specifically about this wellness retreat? One, why is it important for women to gather? And then two, what is it about this retreat that's just going to be different than other retreats that are offered out there?
Um, so it's important for women to gather. If you go back, way back, probably not way, way back, but way back when women would gather to do all the things together, gather, like I'm going far back, gather at
Mm-hmm.
the river and wash clothes and spend time together, gather in kitchens and make meals together. These are things that we don't do as much anymore. So I think women gathering helps us to regulate our nervous systems. I haven't done the research, but there's a fact that keeps popping up on my social media about how venting to a female friend for like 5 minutes is so calm inducing. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like that opportunity to be together and to create community and to feel like you're part of something that I think we're missing in our daily lives. I mean, I have a group fitness studio. That was my goal there for that to happen. I create events so that the people who can't do the regular classes come out to. I think there is power in women connecting and being together and helping each other realize that we're not in this alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, like was saying earlier, there's so much distraction in our everyday life that gathering of women to just support one another in a way that we can't get support other places, I think is really important.
And what makes this different? I've
Yeah.
attended a few retreats, and to be fair, they were yoga retreats, and I am a yoga instructor. So there is going to be some yoga, but I am so much more, and movement and wellness are so much more than yoga. Um, so we're going to be doing it's called Warrior Combat. It's a kickboxing inspired class. We're going to unleash our inner uh, rock star. We sometimes use a different term, but I won't swear on here, right? We're gonna feel empowered, the songs, the moves. It's just gonna like make you feel like you can take on the world. We're gonna do warrior rhythm flows, which is like a yoga dance. And the theme I've chosen for it is actually my favorite. I'm not going to share it here yet. You'll have to come to find out. But all of them have a mindfulness theme. And so we're going to be moving to the music in these yoga poses. And we all know yoga poses all have purposes to release certain things or make us feel certain ways. And so the idea is that through the music and the movement with this theme, we're going to feel empowered and released. We're going to do Pilates because Pilates helps us feel like we've never felt in any other format as well. And they're all very unique and chosen for a reason, as you can tell. So Pilates can make us feel strong from the inside and connect to our core. Um, I'm gonna go a little off here, but like also Pilates, at least the way I teach it, is really helpful for our pelvic floor. And our pelvic floor can be really intimately connected to our sense of self. And if things aren't always working as they should be, right, we feel a certain way. And so then my goal through our Pilates is to teach you some techniques to help you feel empowered again, but different than in the combat empowerment and different than in the Warrior Rhythm Flows empowerment. And we're going to end each night with a yin yoga and sound bath. I'm not the sound bath person. We're going to see her soon.
I'm
But I'll be
excited for
doing
that.
the yin yoga specifically to help us ground and release what no longer serves us as we're here gathering together. And
Hmm.
so I think what makes this different, oh, and free time. I have attended some retreats where it is so scheduled that you're like, I didn't even have time for lunch. And I don't know that my nervous system got the rest I wanted. So we have free time scheduled in. And the beauty is, like, I'm not going to take attendance at anything. You've paid to attend, you attend what you want. There is no judgment if you decide you want to skip a class or two and you want to
Hmm.
sit beside the river with a book or a journal. Like, this is all about you. We're providing you opportunities and you get to choose. Plus, there's a playground, so we can just all be real big kids for a while.
When we went to do the tour around there, the most fun part of it was just hopping on the swing. I think it's been years since I've just swung on a swing and just being able, I like what you were talking about, is like being able to unleash the inner child too. And as I hear you talk about your journey with movement as like a movement practitioner, I don't know if that's how you define yourself, but as you talk about movement, whether it's like the warrior combat or the flows or the Pilates, there seems to be this theme of like using movement to connect back to yourself.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious about your journey with movement. Like, when did you start getting into movement and why?
Oh, well, I mean, I have ADHD that did not get diagnosed until I was an adult. And even then, it's like, okay, that's cool, and move on. So I've always been a mover. But I
Mm-hmm.
think my journey into this focused movement as a way to heal, to connect, and just to feel better would have started probably about 15 years ago. I've been leading classes. I've been a certified professional for about 10 years now. So when the retreat comes, I'll have over a decade of education to bring to you. Um, but I mean, as a youth, probably starting around 12 or 13, I mean, I grew up in the 80s, 90s, so it was the times of the skinny and the gap thighs, and so I definitely had some disordered eating to the point of ending up in a hospital. So there's that in my background. And then from there, or even during that time still, because I would not have considered myself healed until closer to my mid 20s. So through part of that, then there was a time of addiction. So about 8 years of my life, I was an addict, and probably around the time I put away substances and started to try to heal my eating patterns, um, I'm going to say there's a good chance I misused exercise for a bit too in there, somewhere in there. I mean, that was a portion of 10 years probably from the onset of disordered eating to finally making my way through to the other side to like health is best. So I
Mm-hmm.
probably also misused exercise for a while. But at some point in time, the desire to just feel good overtook everything else in my probably helps that I have children and they're we for me we're a really good like get your stuff together Vanessa moment.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started to view like strength as better than skinny and for me, um,
Mm-hmm.
right, and the endorphins from exercise versus the pushing myself so hard that I never felt good. So for me, movement has become great for my mental health and my sanity, and to keep my body feeling like I'm in my 20s when I am definitely not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, movement as empowerment is my theme, is my goal
Yeah.
for everyone.
And I think that's so important to share because there's been so much toxic energy in the fitness world for like decades now, I think. And just for myself working in the fitness industry too, I know people can sometimes feel hesitant to be like, oh, there's going to be fitness classes, or I'm not going to fit in, or is my body going to be able to do what is being asked of me? And what I love about your approach is that you're coming from a place of offering fitness as a way of healing and as a way of connecting with ourselves and meeting the body where it's at. So I think that's a beautiful story. I am curious, Vanessa, was there a point in your journey? Because you have, yeah, this incredible story of coming back from having an addiction, like a really severe addiction for a long time, to owning your fitness studio and bringing joy to your community and creating this wellness retreat, which I just think is beautiful. Was there a point in your journey where you finally saw like the hope, like not the rock bottom moment, but what was the moment where you're like, this is what is going to make me better. This is the reason why I want to keep going.
Oh man, you might make me cry. Um, like I think there were a lot of those moments, but I think, I mean, I have a fabulous spouse and great kids. Like, definitely couldn't be where I am without them. But I think it was the moment that one of my friends believed in me so much that she encouraged me to step away from teaching at other studios to owning my own. Like that was a
Mm-hmm.
pretty big moment, actually. Like big leap of faith there. Big, okay. Um, to becoming a master trainer. So having the privilege of educating the next round of people, like everything since then, I would think. So I don't know if that was quite the turning point, but I definitely link that as a really big moment in my journey. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's quite what you were asking for, but that's the one thing that came to mind. That, and of course,
Mm-hmm.
the support I have at home.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that because you said like having somebody believe in you was really important.
Yeah.
And I think that is what everybody coming to this retreat is going to experience because that's what you give back to your community is like this belief in there's better, there's joy. You can
Yes.
find that within yourself. And I do think that that's really what you give back to your participants and give back to your community. So that is what I hope that people coming to this retreat are going to be able to feel from you,
I
your
hope so
passion
too.
behind that.
Because
Yeah.
I truly do believe in everyone. Like
Yeah.
you've got it in you to do what you need to do. Um, my favorite things is like just have the audacity to be delusional about your dreams and your goals, and you can
Yeah.
make it happen.
Yeah. And I think you're living proof that it has happened because you've come. I joined your studio when it was just like 8 people in a basement getting together to
Yep.
come for fitness classes. And then to you having this beautiful studio and place for people to come and spend time together. Um, yeah, I love that.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Is there anything else that you want to share, Vanessa, with anybody that's watching this video who is considering coming to this retreat, getting away from the responsibility, coming out to play, coming out to really connect with women and be built up and kind of finding that spark within them to make their dreams come true.
Just book the ticket. You are welcome here. You are
Mm,
welcome here. You will be welcomed here. You, well, you belong. You
mm,
belong. That's all I can say is you belong with us. Um, so please join us. We look forward to meeting you. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. There's going to be a welcoming committee for everybody coming out to this retreat, I think. And
Yes.
just as,
Absolutely.
yeah, as we were driving up to the retreat, just driving in there feels welcoming.
Yeah.
So
And just a reminder,
yes,
it's actually cheaper than a weekend away because your accommodations and all your meals are included, right? And all
everything's
your
included.
activities, unless you
Yeah.
want to go zip lining, do archery, or wall climbing. Those are extra, but
Hmm.
everything's included. This
Yeah.
is a really cheap weekend away for some self development, fun, and optional fitness.
Just regrounding, rejuvenating. I know on your website
Yeah.
it says it's a weekend of rejuvenation, relaxation, growth, and self-care. So just
Yeah.
coming back to yourself.
Just come back to yourself. Come join us and find yourself with us.
Yeah. So we're going to include the link in the description box below for anybody to click on that wants more information to see what's available for accommodations, things like this. Where else would you send them, Vanessa, just to find out more about the retreat? How can they get in touch with you?
Oh, we can link in my email if you would like, but it's just hello@joyfulmovementstudio.ca. So please feel free to reach out. You can reach out on Instagram or Facebook, either through the Flow and Flourish Wellness Retreat pages or the Joyful Movement Studio pages. I obviously monitor both quite regularly. So you can do either of those. Send me an email. Head over to joyfulmovementstudio.ca, poke around a little bit. That's where the retreat info is as well. Yeah,
Awesome.
and get a hold of me
It's
in any way, shape, or form. I will respond.
and I can attest to that. She will for sure.
Yeah, because
So
you
let's
matter.
all of the information in the links below, and we hope that we'll see you guys there.
Take care, everyone. See you soon.